Hey, I'm Kev. Welcome back to MotoGP 19 as we head to America for the third round of the season. So it's Mino at the top ahead of Mazia, Kennett, Antonelli, and Della Porter at the top 5 ahead of Onshu, and Stone in 7th for 23, 5, 6 tenths of the Italian, who was the only guy to break the 23-second barrier. Then we got Suzuki, Arbolona, and Ramirez around at the top 10 of McPhee, Rodrigo, Tuba, and Vietti. Top 14 in free practice 3. We've gone back to the old way as we've got Binder, Kornfeld, Lopez, and Foggia just missing out. Sasaki in 90. Got two around at the top 20 with Vicente Perez in last. So combined free practice results sees it's basically just the top 10, the top 14. But what we've seen is much quicker in this practice than the previous ones, it looks like, because all of the times improved that final free practice. So let's see who made it through. Foggia didn't. That's a bit of a surprise, as it has. It's Binder, Fernandez, Arenas, and Kornfeld. So here we go, 2 laps of the Circuit of the Americas to grab pole. At least to get on the first 2 rows of the grid. As you go climbing uphill. Brake as late as you dare into that first corner, a bit wide from Stone. There's a 225.2 from Suzuki. That's touch slow. And the conditions are, it's a bit cloudy overhead. It is through practice, as through these S's. All about controlling the throttle really through there. Getting your turn-ins right. There's Stone right there with Suzuki in the first sector. We saw fastest laps might be 2:22. So let's see if we can get onto the back. I was at the KT in front of Onshu. Try and get some slipstream for this back straight. Looks like he will be getting it. That's a great run onto the back straight as well. He's 8 tenths quicker than Suzuki. That's more like it. Let's come on, factory, mate. Give us that slipstream. We just broke 240 kilometers out. Slightly outbraked ourselves. And then through, we expect lots of side-by-side racing. That's a 1.8 up. So this could be a low 23 already. Very nice. Let's keep it nice and tight. Attack the final couple corners. So difficult to do that into that blind left-hander, but so easy to overdo it into that final corner. It's across the line, 22.2. That's like over a second quicker. You saw he made quite a few mistakes, Stone, as well. So let's see if we can get into the 21s. Now we'll definitely be talking about pole. Let's go for the first sector here. Make sure he's just clipping these apex, not running too wide. He's 4 tenths quicker than he was. And up a go. Then uphill, hug these curves. Gonna power hard up the hill. And then downhill as well. So it's a bit more fun on this Moto 3 bike than, say, MotoGP machine. It's like you're really riding the bike through the corners. You're not just trying to be incredibly precise. As 10th back. But once again, he's getting some toe. Hope he doesn't outbrake himself this time at the end of the straight. So easy to do that as well. Downhill braking. He's done it again. Good job. What's the feature of Kota compared to quite a few modern Tilke domes is just the undulation. Is that his teammate Stone in front? As he's lost some time. He's lost a second. That might be his run over then. Don't think he'll make a second up in this final sector. Look at that move into turn 19. Needs to do that in the race. Put that in the memory bank. Go towards that. It's going to be a 2:23.1. It actually was pretty even the final sector. But it doesn't matter for Stone. It's another pole position ahead of Mino and Onshu. An all KTM front row ahead of the Honda of Antonelli. And Mazia and Della Porta. Canet down in 7th, almost a second slower than his teammate alongside Suzuki and Rodrigo on the 3rd row. And then we've got McPhee rounding out the top 10 of Arbolona and 2, but then it's Binder, Kornfeld and Vietti and Arenas, Ramirez and Ralph Hernandez. So you look at the grid, lots of hards already. Stone medium hard, Mazia medium hard, medium from Antonelli. You might be struggling near the end of the race then. But look at all the hards, hard front for Kornfeld. Lots of medium hards, hard choices as well. Medium hards for all of the 7th row. Medium from Sasaki. Hard from Salak. And on the back row, medium hards, hards from Booth Amos. So here's Stone revving up then. With clear track in front, he gets underway for 9 laps. Around this Austin circuit as it's that Mazia who's just a leapfrog ahead. And Onshu as well. He goes into the first corner. He's outbraked them all, has he? Oh, they've cut back on him. He's always all over the curb. He's down the inside of Onshu, back up into 2nd. As he got Suzuki battling with Onshu now. That's all Stone getting overtaken left, right and centre in this first sector. As it is Mino in front. Porter behind on his Leopard. Stone can't use his advantage there. He's got the inside on. Della Porta through the kink. Aggressive on this opening lap. Needs to be. So once again drops down to 5th, but he's got the run on Della Porta. He's got Suzuki behind. And side by side with the Leopard. He's heading into the braking zone. The Stone touches with Della Porta. Actually takes over 4th place, does he? No, Della Porta's on the outside. Now Stone does. No, Della Porta does. That's, whoa, who's that? Suzuki with the absolute dive. But Stone with the moves around the outside. Bit wide in the final corner. Once again, Suzuki with a massive dive as Mazia leads ahead of Antonelli, Mino, Della Porta, Stone, Suzuki, Onshu, Canet. Rodrigo and Tuba rounds out the top 10. Stone tries to defend the inside, but now just gets leapfrogged by a handful of them. Oh, he just can't get the bike into the corners at the start of this race. It's like it's totally A compared to what he was riding in qualifying as he's getting hit as well. That has not helped. Getting hit all over the place. And they dish some out in return. As we go uphill then. To the right and the left, there's Tubers back for the top 10 with Arbolino. So nicely in the slipstream. Down inside Rodrigo. Where's the brakes? What the hell? As he loses out to Arbolino, is that? Yeah. He never had this issue in qualifying or practice. Now he's all over the place. That's why Ramirez wants to join in the fun now. Stone with the exit. We'll go around the outside of Arbolino. Sonati battling with McPhee. Don't know how Stone found that gap. He just about fit on the inside of it as no. Arbolino still there. Stone's trying to chase down the top 8 though. Doesn't care about battling for ninth. It's all about getting towards the front. He gets on the power hard. He's doing 24s. 22s that flat at the top. Shows how much slower he is in this race. Just needs to ride like he can. And he can get towards that top 5 again. So a bit all over the place. Ramirez tries to make a move. Stone says no. He gets way too defensive there. That's Ramirez by anyway. That was Arbolino by, does it? Not quite. That down the inside of Ramirez just like he did to Dale Porter on the opening of that. He's trying to catch up to Rodrigo, but they're just too busy wanting the battle. Surely common sense has got to come into play soon. As approach a third of the race. Can't battle and catch up to someone. So Stone outbreaks himself. Bit wide there. So he gets hit from behind by Ramirez as he has gained a bit to Rodrigo. Who would have thought just riding by yourself actually gains time on another ride instead of having to focus on other rides? So a bit wide Stone. You've got power nice and early. There you go, 22.9. Couple seconds quicker. And right in the toe of Rodrigo. Not close enough to make the move, and Ramirez just wants to fight again. There's Canet battling for a set for Yvonne shoot. Stone through the S's. Knows he's a bit weak here. As long as he gets through their one piece and the rest of that, he's actually pretty decent. As really is closing up for a top 5, it looks like. But you can actually see that battle in front of Rodrigo. Stone down the inside, the Argentine rider. Hugo gets the exit though, or does he? Stone 2 seconds behind that gaggle for 5th. But up into 8th is another position made after a poor start as Antonelli into the lead. Hit a Mazia. So they go much better in that sector, 2.3 back. Still got Rodrigo with him. But he's pretty good in this final sector. They are pretty much in a straight line in front. It's 23-1, that's poor. Needs to be in the 22s from now on. But I don't know what to do. I know he was passing someone, I guess, but... I still expect 22s every lap now from Stone. Bit wide through the right there. So it feels like he's skating through the front of the bike. No wonder he's lost half a second. He's getting pushed by Rodrigo. Got to give the space on the inside. Come on, bike. We're getting on the power. Can't go forward if you're fighting us. And Rodrigo again, mate. Would have thought you learned from the previous lap. As now they're 3 seconds. They've lost like a second. As Rodrigo's just pushing Stone now. As well, Rodrigo. So they're even cutting corners. But I bet they don't get time penalties. I saw Stone just about getting away. He loves this corner. Very good through it. And the whole last sector, so in the second half of the race. Bit of a titanic battle happening. It's 23.5, that's a second slower than he should be going. No wonder Ramirez is coming. And goes into the side of Stone. I like how Milestone designed an AI system all the way, ground level up, and they still don't have them recognizing that there's a player alongside them. Absolute miracle workers they are. That's 4 seconds back. I know, you've got to think Stone's tyres are a bit better shape than those around him, maybe. Or at least the ones who have gone for medium medium, such as Antonelli. So they go gap stable. Well, he actually wasn't really battling someone for once. In that second sector. Stone's got to be taking like a second out of the riders in front to actually gain on them. So 8th might be the best he can do now. He's lost half a second there. Almost carried too much speed there. With a little dip. Doesn't help that the front's washing now as well. Another 23.6. At least he's consistently off the pace in the race, so I'll say that from Stone. As he into the final third of it. As Ramirez trying to make the move. Not working though. So he invited Ramirez onto that move, Stone. He knew it was coming. As Perez battling with Luchenko over the wooden spoon. Perez getting it at the moment. Unfortunately, this race doesn't turn out Argentina, was it? Where he managed to claw its way to the front. And just cling on for dear life. Forgy just had a poor start. It went a bit downhill from there. And now no, he's just trying to keep up with them in front. And close that gap. Is there Porto into third Edamino. Good battle of the Italians there. Starting to take an engine brake to another extreme there. Going into that left. Do the dip. Get hard on the power. As it just got 2 laps to go. For some well-earned points or so. Despite it being a disappointing race overall. But there you go, 23 for that. That's more like it. Second quickest lap of the race so far. We go through the right, flat out. We go nicely through the curves as Perez ahead of Yachenko. Yachenko now getting the wooden spoon. So Stone really hitting a curve there. Going to power well enough. Good missing of the apex there. Just he's looking to build a gap to Ramirez behind. Of course, makes a crucial mistake. We've got a lap and a half to go, and 8 points, just thinking championship wise, could prove crucial. End of the year, you never know. It's like 8 points as well. 8. Oh, I didn't like the extreme engine braking there. Maybe because he stayed in second. Through the dip. On the power in fourth. So where the heck are you going, Stone? Taking the IndyCar line there. It's out the final corner, he just gets whacked by someone. Is that Ramirez? Absolutely stupid riding from the Spaniard behind as we go on to the final lap. Stone defending the inside with all his might, but Ramirez just round the outside. Whoa, where are you going, Stone? Bike's had it, has it? These tyres. Ramirez had it, obviously. There's hello, Rodrigo. Stone able to just stay ahead. And he's staying the toe of Ramirez as well for this back straight. Maybe able to claim back 8. Just give Ramirez back some of his own medicine. Like, yeah, you're going to barge me, I'll barge you back. I was going to give Ramirez a pretty good run down this back straight if he survived. Which from the sounds of things he has. So Stone holds on just. Let's start that battling with Rossi over 26th. Lopez Edo Garcia for 21st. Battle of the Spaniards just outside the points though. So I'm just making sure he's nice and smooth with his last couple of corners. As Antonelli wins, show you just how far ahead they were. Only, what, 10 or 11 seconds ahead? Solid points. As Antonelli wins by just 2 tenths ahead of Mazda and Delaport rounds out the podium, beating Mino with Suzuki around at the top 5. Good result from the Japanese rider. We connect in, sit ahead of Onshu and Stone, 8 seconds back in the end. The top 7 just separated by less than 2 seconds. As his 22.9, not very good fastest lap, but he does beat Ramirez, even it was bludgeoned that way, with Rodrigo out of the top 10 just ahead of Arbolino, Tuba, Vietti, McPhee and Fanati. Scoring a final point by a couple of tenths ahead of Cornfield has, well, Fernandez rounds out the top 20. And Yurchenko gets the wooden spoon. So in the Riders' Championship, Antonelli leads by 13 points ahead of Connect with Della Porta in third. Mazziata fourth ahead of Mino and Stone, who drops a couple of places. Suzuki up a couple of places to 7th ahead of Onshu. Ramirez down to 9th. Vietti rounds out the top 10 just ahead of Rodrigo, ahead of McPhee. Arpadona up to 14th ahead of Binder. And Fanati up 5 places to his first point of the season. 7 riders scored points, Masaki in last. In the Team Championship, it's 6.58 ahead of Max Racing. With Vista Capital Dubai in third, 10 points back, just ahead of the Airpod Racing. But it's looking like a 4-way tussle at the top. That should be very nice as you've got KTM in 5th, ahead of VR46. Cassini up to 7th ahead of Petronas Spirita. As we've got Honda Teenager Strikers into the top 10 ahead of Green Powers. Just 11 teams to score points. So disappointment in the race for Stone, but he definitely did achieve the qualifying objective, so he remains the team leader. And he got all of the development points as well. So for next time then, we're going to have a nice new engine in the back of the Max Racing machine. Well, it was of course Marcus Land in MotoGP, as Rossi and Seiko had to accept defeat, so wasn't able to change my rhythm. Well, in Moto2, it was all hell. Shirota, he went to Moto2 with grit and determination, as Anthony takes a victory worthy of a veteran. As he said about Stoney, may be disappointed, but I'm confident his future battles will eventually lead him to victory. Well, hopefully that'll be the case next time out, as we visit Spain for the first time this season and Jerez circuit, named after the late great Angel Nieto. So, thanks for watching. Everyone else, don't get back on top next time.